Awakening with Brahma Kumaris. Namaskar. Welcome to Awakening with Brahma Kumaris. We're talking on a new subject, soul connections. Sister, in the last episode we were talking about I want love, I want peace, a long list of what I want in relationships. Husband coming home with a lot of expectations, wife coming home in the evening with a lot of expectations, children coming home with a lot of homework and expectations. So, as we were discussing, basically what we want from relationships, we had discussed last time, was happiness, right? Now, the biggest mistake what I could find out in the last episode while we were discussing in relationships was that everybody wants. Now, who's going to do something?
And who's going to give?
Huh?
Who's going to give? Because doing, we are doing. There is no doubt about that. Like we saw last time, we are doing a lot in relationships. We're doing a lot for each other. Probably at times we're doing more than our own capacity of being able to do. You know? But it is about who's going to give the right energy in the relationship. It is possible for me to do without creating the right quality of thoughts. Let's say a friend wants me to do something. Or my spouse wants me to do something for them. And because the relationship matters to me, I want to do. And when I decide to do it, my mind tells me, when I do this, they will be happy. I don't want to do it. I'm not even comfortable doing
I'm forced
it.
to go.
I'm not forced, I've chosen to do it. But
though I don't want to do it.
Don't want to do it, but I'm choosing to do it for this relationship. Why? Because that person wants me to do it. But now what happens is, while I am doing it, my mind is not creating the right quality of thoughts. It says, I didn't want to do this, but I'm doing this. Even a simple thing like the husband wants to go and watch a cricket match and the wife doesn't want to go. I'm talking about a simple thing, but then the same equation will apply to the big things in life. And then but the husband wants to go, so the wife will say, okay, so for your sake and to make you happy and because this relationship matters to me, I'm going to come with you. This is her conversation with herself.
Very, very, very normal talk, sister.
Yeah, it's normal talk.
What you're talking about
But
is,
then see what
I
will
hear
happen.
that every day.
Yeah, but then see what will happen. So the wife will get up and go for the cricket match. But her internal conversation with herself is, I didn't want to go. It's so boring here. I have to do so much. It's always me who's making sacrifices. It's always me who's trying to work on this relationship. When I ask him to come somewhere with me, he doesn't agree. How much I have to tolerate, I have to adjust every time. I could have rested at home. I had one Sunday to sleep, then tomorrow a whole week of work again. This is my thinking. But outside, yes, we will go for the match. I'm definitely going to go with you. Let's pack lunch. So finally the two of them are going there. And outwardly, both feel the action is right. Even the husband will feel, my wife's done so much for me, and the wife definitely feels, oh, I've done so much for him. But all the while, the energy that she is creating, the quality is a question mark. So, action is perfect. She's done it for him, but the vibrations, the thoughts that she will create, and obviously whatever she creates will reach out to the other person, are unhappy thoughts.
Then what happens?
So right action
Unhappy
packaged
thoughts.
with unhappy thoughts. So the parcel that is going from one person to the other person in that interaction is a perfect action plus unhappy thoughts. And perfect words also. They'll talk very nicely to each other. But unhappy thoughts.
The
And
main
then
content.
the main energy that flows. Then, and this will happen many times. Today she will do one thing for him, tomorrow she'll do another thing, day after tomorrow she'll take a big decision in her life. Next year probably the husband gets posted to another country or another city and the wife is chooses to quit her job and go there for you because this relationship matters to you, or vice versa. One is doing for the other.
Sorry,
But what
here,
will happen?
every time she is choosing.
Absolutely, she's choosing.
Yeah.
So we are not saying she's forced. She is choosing, but she's choosing the action. She's not taking care of her thoughts. And while doing this, we felt it's natural not to feel nice, because actually I don't want to do this, but I'm doing this for them. So we kept on doing so much for each other. Days passed, sometimes years passed. And we were doing so much, and we saw it as a challenge, and yet we were putting in so
Thy
much
name
effort.
is sacrifice.
Yes,
you
sacrifice. Today you ask somebody, relationships equals to
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice, which is quite a negative
So
word.
those two things you said about the cricket match, and a bigger step when she had to leave her job and go
And there
abroad.
could be bigger steps after that also. There could be so many steps. And then after some time, she's going to stop and check that my husband's not happy, and I'm definitely not happy. And then the next
in
statement
spite,
of having done so much.
in spite of my sacrifice, in spite of sacrificing my personal happiness, whatever you like I do,
And
whatever
you're still
you
not
want
happy.
I do.
You're still not happy.
So I want you to tell me the reason why am I not happy.
Exactly. And yet the husband wouldn't know what answer to give.
I want Sister Shivani to tell me.
Here it is. We've checked it. We did perfect actions. We had perfect words for each other. And we thought that is relationships. Doing and speaking the right things. Doesn't matter, no, what I'm thinking inside.
So what does the thought create in the husband?
The first thought was thought in the wife.
That thought of the wife, what does it create in the husband?
We're not going to see what it creates in the husband. It is
Why
just
is he
that there is
unhappy then?
the quality of energy that is going. Each one of us is receiving energy from other people.
Then supposing I'm the husband, so I do not know what's happening to me.
You don't know what's happening
Do I know
to you.
why am I unhappy?
Because
what is disturbing me?
let's say I'm sitting here and you're sitting here, and I'm creating this whole wave of unhappy thinking. And the stimulus is you. It's because of you that I'm creating this unhappiness. It's because of you that I'm choosing to sit here. It's because of you that I'm doing this. So you're the target for me. You're the target, and you're the cause of this negative thinking. So obviously all those thoughts that I create, the energy that I create, is this huge wave that's going to travel to you. And yet I choose to come and sit here because you asked me to do so, and I'm here, so I've done a perfect action, but then I'm constantly transmitting negative energy, which you're not aware,
Is she aware?
I'm also not aware.
That's what I wanted to say. She's also not aware.
She is aware that she's not happy. She's aware that she's not happy, but she doesn't think that matters, as long as she's doing the right things for the relationship.
Doing for my husband.
Even if I say I'm doing because this relationship matters to me, so I'm doing it. I'm doing it for myself.
Sister Shivani, all these things we do quite a few things like that. Even
We do a lot of things
a few
like that.
people do that even in praying to God.
Yeah.
Okay, just because let me make this deity, this Devi or Devata
Happy.
So I will cook this though I am not well. I will sit here for 5 hours though I am not well. I'll have a bath, cold water bath in spite of not being well. So every time, what are we doing? What's happening? Total confusion. This is no relationship.
And that's why it's effort. It's so much of effort to be unhappy and yet do perfect actions. So then it's not natural. I'm not flowing naturally. And then the effort increases because in spite of me doing so much, you're still not happy. And then the next question is, now how do I make these people happy? They're never happy with me. And then
I go into depression.
yes, because then I take it as self-blame. There is something wrong with me. When I can't find what is wrong with you,
Nobody is happy with me.
Because
Not even my children, not even my husband.
not even my in-laws, not
Nobody.
even my friends.
I've given my whole lifetime.
And that's when my own self-respect, it will crash. And then the more this will crash, the more negative energy.
zero self-esteem.
Yeah, and then more negative energy because I'm not contented inside. So more pain I will transmit. The more pain I transmit, the more I experience. Again, I'm no good. And now this has become a vicious cycle, and then so much of effort, so much of doing for each other, and yet result, relationships are a challenge. Only because of one aspect, not taking care of what I am thinking while I am doing or speaking.
So can we say that not taking care of myself?
My own self, yes. Because now I need to understand that relationships is not in action.
As
Relationships is not in
As you
words.
said, is a perfect action.
Perfect
So
action.
if we do not care of ourselves or our thoughts, it's no more perfect.
It's no
That
more
action
perfect.
is not perfect then. We can't
Action
call it.
is perfect.
It's just perfection wrapped with and filled with all negative energies. I will not call it perfect.
Again, like we had seen once earlier, a perfect gift just thrown like that at the other person. That's it. So because the vibration, the intention and the energy with which the perfect gift was given to me, the gift could be valuable, it could be a diamond, and yet it was given to me like this.
You don't feel like wearing it.
You don't like the gift. And then the person who gave me the gift is going to say, I gave you such an expensive gift, you're still not happy? And I say, look at the way you give it to me. So it's the way it is done which is more important than what is actually done. So it's the energy that will travel with the action. The energy that will travel here. We had gone to someone's place a couple of days back, and that wife was talking about some problem she's having at home. And when I saw her with her family and her children, and it seemed to be perfect. She was a perfect wife. She had taken such good care of the house. Everything was like order, everything perfect. And while talking, she just said, I'm just waiting for my husband to die. She said that. She said,
I
I
was
just
thinking something
can't.
else.
No, she said, I just
I was
can't
thinking what
live.
word you would do use.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for my husband to appreciate someday.
No, it had reached quite a bit. She said,
Die?
and when she said it, even she was not, when she said it, she was shocked at her own statement, because
She
when
realized
you
it
start talking, sometimes it just all comes out what has been created here for a very long time.
Why did she say that? She's waiting for her husband to die?
Unhealthy relationship, can't live anymore together, can't move out because of whatever factors of society, but just can't be together. I mean, how many couples I meet who say, we're just living together till our children grow up. We don't want to separate while they're very young for their sake. Now, perfect house, perfect family, perfect doing for each other, and internally just waiting to move away. So what's the energy? And then when I saw her like this, I said, this is your quality of thought. I'm waiting for my husband to die. What's the energy that transmits? What's the quality of the relationship? And if you see outside, perfect wife, perfect house, perfect family, impure thinking. And that's why conflict in relationship.
So that lady who did sacrifice the cricket match and went abroad for the sake of the husband, what should have she done to have a better relationship and whatever you call a perfect relationship? What should she have done instead?
What we have to do, each one of us.
No, I want you
Okay,
to
in
tell
this
me that
specific
lady.
incident. Okay.
She went out of her choice though, but only sacrificed everything for her husband, and even the husband is not happy because, as I said, that the vibrations, the energy, the unhappiness of the woman was he could catch that, and both of them there was a friction and unhappiness. What should have been done by both of them as a husband and wife? What was
one is look,
as you said earlier, that
both of
everybody is
them.
putting a lot of effort
Right.
to have a good relationship.
Right.
So let us discuss this part.
Okay. One is, let's just look at the wife right now, because she's the one who created the wrong thinking in this case. What the husband has to do is another aspect. But even this simple, because we're talking about the very basic thing. I chose to do something for my husband. One, while choosing to do it, ask an important question to yourself, for who am I doing this?
Myself or him?
Yeah, very important question. Until I get the right answer for this question, I shouldn't move forward.
But in your story, she's doing it for him.
For him. Now, if you feel you're doing it for him, please don't do. Because I can never be happy doing something, thinking I don't want to do it, but I'm doing it for
Then
him.
he will not be happy, sister.
But anyways, he's not happy even now, even after you've done it. So that's the second stage. So I have to stop, check, why am I doing this? If my answer comes, I'm doing it for him, don't. Why am I doing this? Because this relationship matters to me. To whom does it matter? To me. Why am I doing this? Because I want him to be happy. Why does it matter to me? Because when he is happy,
I am happy.
I am happy. I have to keep on bringing the answer back to myself till I'm finally able to tell myself, I'm choosing to do this for myself.
I'm choosing to do this for myself.
I have to take personal responsibility of my action, of my decision, and understanding that I'm doing it for myself. See, even if I'm doing it for someone, it's because I want them to be happy, but I want them to be happy, no?
So I want to do it.
So I want to
I
do
don't
it.
have to do it.
I don't have to do it. And most important, I'm not doing it for them. I'm doing it for my own happiness. But we're doing a lot of things saying, I did this for my son, I did this for my parents, I did this for my friends. The thought itself is not right. I did this for myself because they matter to me.
And I will be happy if they are happy.
I
So
am happy
finally,
while doing it. Not even I will be happy when they will be happy.
while
That's
doing
also
it,
conditional.
while doing it. So
While
I
doing
want to do it.
I
and I
want
want
to
to be
do
happy.
it. So that will be my first question that I have to answer. And it could be a small decision like going to the cricket match. It could be a big decision like quitting your job. It could be a bigger decision like, going to another country, or anything much, much bigger than that. Bring it down to, why am I doing it for myself?
So this subject should be discussed between husband and wife,
Yeah.
or she should think about it herself.
Herself.
And what is his role?
First, it's only her.
He comes and
focus.
just says, I want a cricket match, I want to go abroad, I want to leave the job, I want to go to Australia.
That's his part.
That's all his
Yeah,
part is.
That is his part. That we will see separately. Now we're talking about me, the individual, if right now I'm the wife. How do I work on my thinking? See, one is you choose whether you want to shift, whether you want to change your country, whether you choose that. But to take that decision, you should go through a little process with yourself. I want to do this because it matters to me. Now second, I have chosen to do this. So once it's my choice, I should be happy with my choice, right?
Not necessarily, sister.
Then I should not
There are a lot
choose
of-
to do
no,
it.
No. There are a lot of people, sister, who are not strong enough to say yes or no or choose. They don't have that kind of quality to choose.
And then they will
They need
always,
somebody else to decide.
then
for
there
them.
will always be an internal conflict if they will ask somebody else to decide. I can't tell you the number of calls that come here every day to us. Please tell us what we should do. My parents want me to get married here, I want to do here. You please tell me what we should do. My in-laws want me to do this, I want to do this. You please tell me what we should do. And I have only one answer. I'm sorry, no third person can take this decision for you. It's your life, and most important, why someone else can't take the decision for you? Because it's your capacity which has to handle that relationship. Let's say a wife will say, my husband behaves like this to me. Should I carry on with this relationship? Should I move away? One question mark. Should I stay with him? Should I divorce?
But here, I'd like to stop you. While she is asking you a question, she already has an answer. I hope Shivani's sister says this to me. I hope she says no or yes.
Yes.
Whatever she wants. So
Whatever.
many times I used to go to my guru and ask, I used to be scared. Suppose I actually want to do this, and if she says no to me, then?
Yes.
So I don't know to ask. So
Exactly.
my thing was already there.
But important is we're not confident about our decisions today. We're scared to take our decisions because we fear the outcome of the decision. But what happens is, no third person can take this decision for you because you are going to live in that relationship. The wife who's saying, should I be with my husband or should I move away? If she asks me, let's say if she asks me, now me, based on my tolerance capacity, my power of adjustment, I will have one answer. Let's say I'm much weaker than her, then I will say, move away. But let's say I'm much stronger than her, then I'll say, you can handle this relationship very well. But I don't have to carry on with that relationship, so no point deciding. She has to be in that relationship, so she will have to evaluate
There are a lot of
it.
people who cannot decide, sister.
Then there will always be a conflict.
How do you empower them?
Then there will always be a conflict.
Then?
Never ever ask anyone to take your decisions. You can ask people for...
People go to these Kundli fellows, the astrologers, to the palmists, to psychiatrists, to friends, so-called social people, so-called small gurus, friends, one, two. Why do they do that? Because they're not sure. Can I do this? May I do this? May I do this or not? Can I wear this shirt or not? People are not so strong as we're talking.
If I am going to ask someone else what I need to do in my relationships, they can tell me, they can guide me. But finally, who has to do it? Me. Let's say, for example, I ask you, should I lift this chair or should I not? And because you can lift the chair, so according to your capacity, you're going to say, oh, it's very easy, lift it. And if I take your decision,
and you don't have that kind of
and
strength.
I don't have the strength to lift it, what's going to happen? So who should I ask? I only have to ask myself, should I lift this chair? Second question, do I want to lift this chair? Third, do I have the power to lift this chair? Fourth, I choose to do it, go ahead. And if I don't have the power, let me go and work on myself, exercise, have good diet, strengthen myself, come back to lift the chair. But no point asking other people, should I lift the chair?
So
they will all tell
how
me.
How do you strengthen your inner self?
That's where we've come back to ourselves again. This is where we've come back. That if I'm taking a decision, one, I have to take the decision, no point asking anyone else. And while taking the decision, I have to evaluate my own inner capacity to be able to take responsibility of that decision. If I choose to do this for someone, then with that, I also have to choose to create only right and positive thoughts while doing that action. Only then should I do that action. Otherwise, till then, I should sit with myself, work on my thinking, change my thinking, and then do the action. So let's go back to the same cricket match. If I'm the wife and I have to take this decision, do I want to go today? I'm going to spend 3 minutes with myself. If the nice positive thoughts don't come naturally to me, then I'm going to first sit and counsel myself and create my way of thinking. I'm choosing to go because this relationship matters to me. I'm choosing to go because I want my husband to be happy, and I'm happy taking this decision. I'm going to be very happy
While doing
I'm there at the cricket match, and I'm very happy while I'm taking this decision. And most important, no expectations in return.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's like, today I went for the cricket match with you.
Now you better come
Tomorrow,
for a movie
now
with
you
me.
come with me. And then tomorrow, if you don't come with me, see what happens is, tomorrow if you don't come with me, then the next thought is, I did this for you.
Now you do this for me.
And if you don't do it, I'm in pain. So I'm doing this only for myself, full stop. So there are no
Then
expectations.
she'll say it's just one-sided relationship.
Yeah.
It's I, poor
Who's doing
me,
everything.
who's to do.
It's me who's working on this relationship.
Okay, sister. Like she had to choose a few months to decide and to understand before she took that small decision to go for the cricket match or later on bigger decisions. Can you give us a short meditation on this so that we can strengthen ourselves or become stronger to take decisions, or maybe more understanding about the situations and relationships?
Okay, sure. Let's just sit back and just look at one relationship. Anyone where I feel I'm doing a lot for them. And I've got this whole list of what I have done for them, and I'm still doing. Let me now consciously be aware of my thoughts while I have chosen to do this for them. I, the pure being, complete and happy. I am happy while I choose this action. This relationship matters to me. Their being happy is important to me. And as this matters to me, I choose to do this for myself. But while I do, I'm careful. I take care of my thoughts while I'm doing. I'm doing this for myself, and I'm happy doing this, and whatever may be the consequences, it's my responsibility, because it's my decision. I've chosen the decision, and I'm ready for the consequences of my responsibility. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
When we do something for someone, let us take care that along with the right action, our thoughts are also right. If we have negative thoughts of unwillingness or resentment, and we do the right action, neither we nor they will be happy. It is the intention, the vibrations that we transmit, which matters more than the action. Right actions packaged with painful thoughts will only transmit pain, even though we did it for their happiness. Before doing anything, introspect why we want to do it. Keep talking to the self till we come to the answer that we are doing it for ourselves and we are happy while doing it. If we do things for others, then we may not be happy but still be doing it. And then we also expect them to do for us. While taking decisions, we need to be clear why are we doing it and do we have the capacity to do it. If we ask others to take our decision, they will guide us according to their capacity, but we have to implement it, so the decision has to be ours. Tomorrow, we will begin creating our relationship with ourselves. If you wish to discuss your problem or have a question to ask or want to know your nearest Rajyoga Meditation Center, call us on 099 99 744 555.
Om Shanti.